Pick a card. This pick a card reading is about how to get unstuck in your situation. So let's begin with pile 1. Let's first see what's the situation with you, pile 1. It seems like there's a little bit of confusion. You don't know how to you don't know how to get out of the pressure that you feel. There seems to be a family situation or somebody you feel very close to and feel at home with, and you're having fights with them, or things are not going okay. Now, if this resonates with you, only then continue listening to this reading or choose another pile. If this is your situation, this is a way to get unstuck in this situation. Let's do a little bit of shuffling. The part of yourself that you really need to I'm just being guided to tell you that sometimes we have to bring out parts of ourselves which we didn't know were actually there. And sometimes it's just that the other person is not the only problem in the situation. So the part of yourself that you need to reveal, that you need to explore, is the one that walks away when it notices loss, using your finer judgment and not letting your mind get clouded, taking time to think, even if you feel that thinking about the situation will only make it worse, or you feel trapped by your own self. It's important to maintain balance. This is what I'm getting. Especially when money is involved or you feel unlucky in a certain situation. So it can also be a marriage or a family situation. Now this can also, for some of you, this can also be a situation where you need to close the cycle because you're aware that somebody else is involved with somebody else, that person you care about is involved with somebody else, or they give their time to somebody else, or something else. It can be drinking, etc., and that you seem to be the only option and they are very rude to you, and the situation makes you feel stuck. Okay, so let's just see. Or you're aware that they are moving on and stuff. So let's just see, how can you get unstuck in your situation? What do you need to do? What you need to do is to start, have a new beginning without waiting anymore. Have the intention of having a new love interest in your life. What else can you do? You need to be open about the fact that things are not going clearly and your talents are being suppressed in this situation. You need to voice that to yourself. You need to say that you want to have a new beginning. Sometimes you just need to withdraw and walk away. We don't have to deal with deception because money can be involved. You can feel trapped in spite of being the best person you could possibly be in the situation. So this is like, it seems like somebody is not giving up, and that somebody is you, of course. You're not giving up. Maybe you just need to give up. I know this sounds really not the way advice usually shows up. Advice is usually about giving up, right? That's not the case here. You're being advised to give up. Is there anything else specific you can do right away? Is to understand that sometimes it's just kind of, things that you can't move forward with. You're free to feel that the situation does not allow good luck. Even if you temporarily don't move forward, but you still need to start exploring options right away. And how do you do that? By understanding that, is this situation fair to me? If that's the question you need to ask. Is this situation fair to me? Because when you ask that question, what you'll get is that this situation is calling itself your family or your close friend, or somebody that gives you emotional fulfillment, but it's actually leading to loss of strength. Alright, so that's what I'm getting for you, pile 1. Let's move on to pile 2. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. I hope you'll share, subscribe, like the video if it resonated with you, and hopefully I'll see you again. Alright, so pile 2, let's begin. Welcome, pile 2. Let's see how you can get unstuck in your situation. First, we'll see what is your situation. You feel unlucky. You feel like you want a new opportunity, probably in your work area. You don't feel the stability, or you have just come out of a bad marriage. You have completed the cycle of being in a relationship that you were holding on to, and you're feeling stuck because you're like, should I go with it or should I not go with it? What should I do? What should I not do? And then there's more. Okay. You don't feel emotionally fulfilled in your life. You feel like you're waiting a lot. You're feeling trapped. You're heartbroken. Seems to be almost similar, but it's just that this seems to be a relationship similar to pile 1. So you can go back and watch pile 1, but mostly it seems like you were in a relationship that has broken down and you're now trying to come out of it. And you're kind of feeling stuck. Money is involved. Alright, it might even be a marriage. You want to start new. Okay, so now let's go on to, there are 2 scenarios here. One would be that, what about the money? And then the second would be, what about my lover? So let's first go to the money situation. How can you get unstuck in your situation? By understanding that things sometimes need to grow slowly, and that you can't have them overnight, and it's okay to be confused for a bit. That eventuality is that you need to have your eyes on the prize, and you need to keep your eyes on the end result. And to move forward in your situation, you need to be bold and not let anybody dominate your talents. Well, this seems to be very general advice. Even you could have guessed that, I feel. So let me just pull out some other cards which will give you, even though this is a general reading, let's just see. So it seems like people might not be in a very helpful situation with regard to you. They might even be deceptive. Some might be stalking you and making you feel trapped and confused deliberately. And it's been a while that has been going on. So you are being told, yes, you're burdened, but at the same time, you can choose your own stability. You can choose your own creativity. You can choose your own balance, and you don't have to do that outside of yourself. You can do it by just being secretive about it. Because if you just listen to your intuition, the point is that you have a lot of help. Because all this is happening from the outside, it's kind of making you very sad. The words and things aren't clear even in your love connection. So it might be actually both the things. Let's just see what your advice is. Specific advice with regard to this situation overall. Take it slowly. That's your advice. And do it secretively. If your love connection is involved and your family situation is involved in your workplace, even then you got to kind of take it slowly. Take it slowly and be secretive about it, and be emotional about the person or the people you want to take care of. Don't square them out of the situation. That's not what it is. Overall, the money is creating the stress. If somebody else is involved, then you just gotta love them anyway, but do your thing, right? Build your wealth. But now if it is only a love situation, scenario number 2, you don't have to walk away. It doesn't seem like you need to walk away, but at the same time you need to keep yourself well. You need to work towards keeping yourself good, and you need to kind of be sure about what you want and make sure that there's hope for an equal give and take there. What that means is that sometimes they feel like we're giving more in the connection. If it doesn't involve money and it is a different situation like the scenario number 2, then we'll pull some specific cards, but overall you should really look for an equal give and take. What that means is that if you feel that you're not moving forward, that you're not able to give an offer or receive a decent offer, and the cycle needs to close, that you need to end the situation. You can wait a while, you can be stuck, but eventually you need to look for your stability in a way that you don't feel betrayed. That when you kind of hold up the connection in the air, you're not like, oh, this is a betrayal situation. Because betrayal is betrayal, it's not love. So you don't, using your final judgment, not waiting, being emotional but at the same time sad, being clear that if necessary, for your good luck, you won't be emotional about this situation and you will walk away. So that was quite a lot. It was even slightly confusing for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a single card about what is the number 1 thing you need to do this time. Tolerance. Oh yes, so obviously tolerance is the message. It says outwardly express your acceptance of others. So that'll be the first step. Tolerance. And then communication. You need to communicate then to find out what it is. So I hope this gave you some guidance. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for being here so much. Hope I'll see you again. If you found the reading a little bit confusing, you can tune in again. I'll be uploading some more videos. These are from one of my first few videos, so sometimes it can get a little confusing. I'm trying to find a way to see if I can even show you guys the cards. Let's see how it goes. Good luck with your situation. Just remember, you can work anything out so long as you communicate well. Be tolerant and be balanced. Thank you so much for being here. Please share, like and subscribe. I'll see you again soon. God bless you all.